What is up, everybody? I'm back here again with the Montero, and well, it's starting to look like it's a bit cloudy. Possible rains coming in the next few days. So I decided to fix this issue, which is the windshield wipers. Now this one's not too bad, but that one was. That's the new one I actually put in. But I had to modify it a little bit to fit here. Now, I don't know if everybody else's wipers are like this, but I think mine might have been messed with, but that's how it is on mine. So I will show you how I modified that just a little bit, little trimming with the Dremel tool in order to make it fit. Now the wipers in the front, they're 16-inch wipers, and in the back, it's a 15-inch. And obviously this one really needs to get replaced. Now this one's different than the front, so I'll figure that one out and I'll show you guys how I do it. So let's go. So this is my choice of windshield wipers, Bosch Clear Advantage. They're not too expensive, but they work great. I've used them on a few of my vehicles, and they are what I'll be using on the Montero today. And let me open this one up real quick. This is for the front, 16-inch, for the rear, 15. Comes with goodies. Everything comes out. Dun, dun, dun. But if your wipers are like mine, alright, so it's got different attachments for different style wipers. If yours are like mine, you will be needing this number 3. So, lift this thing open real quick. Alright, so this one says number 3. Now this piece is the number 1. Says it right there. Boop. And this piece comes off. You just gotta hold it. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. Bam. So all it really does is clips on. All of them have those 4 little clips right here. Oh, right there. So that clips onto there. Just make sure the middle piece, this little metal bar, is touching it. Or not touching it, but it clips in there, in the center. See it? In that little gap, that's where it goes. Now the one we need is this number 3. But I think I might need the light for this to show you where I had to modify it. Come on, in focus. So that metal bar, or you know what? I'll go over there and show you right now. But yeah, I have to take that off real quick. Alright, so for this, I'm gonna have to remove it real quick, and I'll show you why we gotta modify it. Alright, so as you can see on mine, I don't know if everybody else's is like this, but this thing will fit right here. It'll slide in, but it stops right there. Now let me show you what I did on this one. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, can't see it, but essentially what I did is I cut a little notch in there with the Dremel tool. Oh, come on, focus. Right there where the bar hits, I cut a little notch, and I cleared it out where there's that little, I need to take it off. Okay, so that little extra piece of plastic right there forms a triangle. I took that off, and I just made a little notch in order to allow it to go fully in past that. So you'll probably see it better when I actually do it. So the tools that I'll be using is this Dremel tool, and these are the tips. This one's to cut the big notch right here, triangle one, and this one is so I could cut a little slot in this in order to allow the metal piece to slide in. If you don't have these, I believe this kit came with these little tips. When I bought it a couple of years ago. I mess around with a lot of stuff, but yeah, this kit I believe comes with these tips. So if you don't have one, it comes in handy, especially if you're trying to clean stuff up on little extra parts and pieces. But for this, I don't think it's actually necessary. I'm sure there's other ways to cut that off. Maybe using a drill. Just grab one of the tips, stick it in there, run it back and forth, cut that triangle off. And I don't know if it'll work if you just cut all this off, but it might. So let me know if you guys find another way. That way you can help people out. But this is the way I'm doing it, and I got the tools, so might as well. Cool. I'll show you right now how it is when I'm done with it. Alright, so phase one right there. Got rid of the triangle. Now this one, how I did it with the other one, focus. Pretty much I stick this piece right here and just drill out where it needs. Right there, as you can see it, I just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just to allow enough room for that metal piece, which is the same width pretty much as that. So step number 2, let's go. All right, step number 2 is done. You can see right there. Oh, stupid thing. So pretty much I just made enough room for that piece of metal to slide in. And what it actually does, it ends up hitting the back right here, so it works out perfect. But I decided to do it like this. Yeah, come on, focus. Here we go. So that the bar applies pressure on here when I install it, just to make sure it gets enough pressure on the wiper to make sure it clears out all the water and everything later on. But yeah, simple little thing. If you have everything to do it with, you have the tools, everything is simple. So yeah, let's go put this on. Actually, just this piece right here, the little notch, just make sure to get it onto there when installing it, and should just clip right in. Damn right. There it goes. It's clipped in, nice and tight. Let's walk this over. Dun, dun, dun. So this will go in here. Let me bring it this way. Make it easier, better to see. Better to see, harder to do. But that little notch will end up clipping into here. You'll probably be able to see it. Slide it in, a little bit of pressure, and it's in. So now, can't take it off. It's perfect. That's all we needed to do for the front, at least on mine. Put this one back down. Like I said, both of them are 16-inch blades. Go with whatever brand you want, as long as it works. Now onto the back. Let's figure that one out. All right, so here in the back, in order to get access to this, you need to take off the rear wheel. Now this is actually pretty simple. You see that little metal clip right here? What you're gonna do is hold that down and pull this up. That's all you gotta do. To put it back in, same thing. Hold that down, push it back in, bam, and it's in. So this is actually pretty damn simple. All you're gonna do, take this off. So just use the same pin. Take the same pin, put it on the new one, from the top down. Make sure everything aligns on the first hole. So it goes in the first hole. You're gonna leave this number 1 piece on there that comes factory, I guess. And same thing. Just push this clip down. As you can see right here, all it is, it's a little metal clip that holds it in place. And just with pressure. Its own pressure holds it where it's supposed to go. So this goes in. Try to do it with one hand, but you just push that clip down, push that clip down until there it goes. You hear that little click, and there should be a little piece of this metal rod sticking out. So that's all you really gotta do. Bam. That's it. Took me more time to take the wheel off than it did to do that. So now she's good to go. Bam, boom, boom. I actually think you could fit a 16-inch here. Should have no problem going all the way up. So you might be, yeah, I think you should be able to fit the 16. So 16's all around, but it told me on the computer I needed a 15, so that's what I went with. But for whoever wants to try a 16, go for it. Should have no problem. Clean a little more surface. But that's it for today. Pretty simple, as you can see. I got new wipers all around, ready just in case it rains. No bright sunny day today. Let's go. That's it.